Hello guys, today in this video we are going to help you to find out the best electric milk frother machine in market. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 1. Nespresso Aerosino for Frother. The Nespresso Aerosino is the milk frother I use the most, several times a week in fact. It has 4 settings: hot dense foam, hot area foam, cold foam, and heated milk with no foam at all. So if you're a person who likes to change up their coffee or tea drink, the range on this little machine will certainly be useful. The small buttons, denoted by clear illustrations, are all on the front of the machine. You click one, it blinks until the liquid is done heating and slash or frothing, then stops when it's time to open and pour. I particularly appreciate the difference between the dense and airy settings, the former of which produces a really luscious mouthfeel with a sizable pile of foam on top, and the latter of which I use when I want the majority of my milk to disperse into my coffee. The no foam setting is also much appreciated. I don't own a microwave, so when an afternoon coffee craving strikes, I simply pour a mug of cooled down brew into the vessel, sometimes even without milk, and press the button. Number 2. Boda Milk Frother. I was surprised to hear nearly all of the experts I spoke with recommend a straight-up French press, the kind you make coffee in, or this Boda Milk Frother that works in exactly the same way. Just heat your milk to 130 to 140 degrees in the microwave, and then use the press plunger to texture it, explains Nye. There are plenty of videos online that show the technique. In my own testing, I found it easy to get the hang of. I heated my milk over a low flame in a small pot on the stove for about 5 minutes. I didn't take the exact temperature and then frothed. There's a line on the jug that shows you exactly where to fill the liquid to so you won't spill, and the handle on the plunger is smooth and large enough to be comfortable to hold. After about 45 seconds of moving it up and down, it results in a nice foam. I was worried it would yield larger bubbles than desired, but I could both see and feel the liquid getting thicker as I went along, surprisingly similar in texture to that which the Gold Whisk achieved. Ramage goes so far as to say he's seen people pour impressive latte art with milk frothed in a French press, and it's a method that Wang himself often uses at home. Number 3. Elita Pro Double Whisk Milk Frother. This milk frother is a winner in our books for so many reasons. For starters, you'll notice that it has a pair of wire rings at the end attachment compared to the single one on most competitors. The double whisk action made a real difference during testing, creating a nice glossy foam with whole milk and a silky, structured foam with oat milk. It also produced an 1.5 inches of foam atop a mug of hot chocolate. We felt the dual rings aerated liquids much more quickly than many of the other frothers we tested, and for the price it just couldn't be beat. The Elita Pro received our highest possible score in the design category, as it's very light with a comfortable grip, and it comes in 17 different colors. The whisk cleans easily with a quick buzz in a glass of soapy water, a rinse, and then another buzz to dry. We like the little stand included to prop it up next to your coffee equipment. Plus, it comes with an extra egg beater attachment for omelettes and similar dishes. Our one complaint is that the attachments can fall out in use if they're not properly secured. Number 4. Instant 4-in-1 Milk Frother and Steamer. The people behind the Instant Pot are great and efficient and multifunctional design, so it's not a big surprise that the brand's milk frother does more than just froth milk. It's also effectively a mug warmer, able to simply heat your coffee or tea, as well as to create hot or cold, thick or thin foam. In all our tests, the instant machine shined. With whole milk, the froth held up over time and kept its integrity on top of hot coffee, and with oat milk, the airy foam didn't deflate after pouring. During our cold foam test, the result was a very stable and silky texture, ideal for latte art, especially since this frother has a narrow and accurate pour spout. And the hot chocolate results were perhaps our favorite. we got a rich treat as creamy as a milkshake. On the extra frothy setting, the instant performed so well that it overflowed our cup. This machine is more expensive than most handheld versions, including the Elite Pro above, but it's also a lot more capable. And during testing, the Instant stood out among countertop frothers as the most versatile. Really, the only design or performance issue we encountered in testing was getting the inner whisk properly seated. The oblong shape takes a few tries to get the hang of. Number 5. Russell Dual Speed Frother. From brewing espresso to blending the milk, making specialty coffee drinks at home doesn't require fancy machines. If you have espresso or coffee, a handheld frother can do the rest, and it requires minimal energy and strength. The dual speed settings make this super lightweight device more versatile than many handheld milk frothers. When we tested it, it fared well with both whole and oat milk, and even made light and creamy cold foam. Large bubbles in the whole milk popped and deflated quicker than the small bubbles in the oat milk, but the whole milk was sufficient for a latte or cappuccino nonetheless. Once you're done frothing, simply spin the whisk in soapy water and dry it. While the Russell frother drifts toward the pricier end for a handheld model, it's still a cheap investment. Just keep extra AAA batteries handy, as they often need to be replaced.